I am the leader of this community and I feel responsible. I have no use for the philosophy that people would rather die than survive a nuclear war.
They call this Big Sky Country. But in this valley near the Montana-Wyoming border, the tranquil panoramas are being dotted with some stark structures.
We cannot protect our cities. We cannot protect our civilian populations or our military personnel. So we are not prepared. And I think history has shown that the nation that does not raise up a spiritual defense, which America does not have today, or a physical defense, is vulnerable.
Church followers are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for fallout shelters up and down their sprawling ranch. The church kept us away from the largest one, but these aerial photos show a massive shelter being built for up to 500 people. They're rushing to get it done, and for good reason. Church leader Elizabeth Clare Prophet claims to have received a message from the heavens, warning the world could explode in war as early as October.
There is a possibility of accidental or deliberate nuclear war, and I can foresee that with the gift of prophecy that God has given to me. To fail to provide a civil defense means that I am a party to the death of the persons in this community.
Fred Morcell believes Elizabeth Clare Prophet. The trouble is on the way.
I'll see it.
He's ready to slide down his own blast shelter on a moment's notice.
Put your foot right there, you understand?
Fred has paid thousands for his underground steel cocoon, stocking dried food grown by the church.
It's not as big a space as you would like it to be. It's only 8 feet wide, but 16 feet each, the 3 tanks. But I think it'll be fine. When you're painted white inside and you have the lights on it, it's extremely benign. It's a very comfortable feeling. And so I think it'll be a bit like camping out.
Hank Rake used to camp out in hills the church now owns. He's one of several neighbors who fear the church is storing vast amounts of weapons for the wartime defense of their shelters.
It's corollary to that for members to be armed and prepared to keep us out.
And the federal seizure here in Spokane of $130,000 worth of high-powered weapons and ammunition from a longtime church resident has greatly added to those fears. Neighbors say a stash of weapons could turn those shelters into their own ticking time bombs.
There's always the potential for some crisis within the organization to cause them to encapsulate. I'm terribly worried about the individuals within the organization right now because this is a house of cards that can't last. And when it does fold, there are going to be an awful lot of people that are broken.
And so, as a very small child, I did walk and talk with Jesus, and he prepared me for this mission.
The missionary is Elizabeth Clare Prophet. She claims hundreds of members at this Montana ranch and thousands more worldwide. Among those who follow the so-called New Age philosophies, she is well known. She believes Christianity and Eastern religions are intertwined, that Jesus also taught Hindu and Buddhist thoughts.
I am an outpost of the divine, such darkness as has you.
It's their belief in reincarnation, in past and future lives for the soul, that's driving them to build bomb shelters all over their ranch. Nuclear holocaust represents a most unnatural death, an interruption of the soul's earthly requirements in advance of heavenly ascension.
And we have no idea what kind of bodies we would come back into if we were to reincarnate. And perhaps those bodies would be so damaged by the nuclear holocaust, by the fallout, that we would not have our faculties.
The arrest of longtime member Vernon Hamilton has some people asking if the church is hoarding massive firepower to defend those blast shelters if they're ever needed.
I do know that the church itself does not own weapons. If they are owned privately, if they are owned at all. And our purpose in survival is a very peaceful purpose.
Prophet says she doesn't consider defense of her shelters an issue, that in the event of nuclear war, she'll instead reach out to those who need help.
Put your foot right there, you understand?
But Fred Morsell considers armed defense a very big issue. He's a church member who spent thousands of dollars building his own blast shelter on the Montana ranch.
I'm not real keen on having an arsenal down there, but I do know that I need to be able to protect myself. And if I've got, say, 5 or 6 people in there with me, and suddenly 15 people show up and say, we want to get in there, and they start making efforts to get in there, I'm going to protect those people. I'm going to protect them like anybody else would.
Church officials deny any knowledge of Vernon Hamilton's gun purchases. But a federal agent testified today. Hamilton wrote a memo to Church Vice President Ed Francis, reporting that he'd obtained false identities. And another document confiscated from Hamilton's truck detailed plans to arm up to 200 people.
I have not contacted or been able to find anyone who knows what Vernon has been doing. I'm waiting to speak to Vernon directly because I know that he will tell me forthrightly and honestly what has been going on.